So hello, welcome back to Go Again Gaming. My name is Az, and today is just a last call type video and a little bit of information about the League That Means Nothing Season 4. You can register for the League That Means Nothing now using the link in the description box below. That will take you to the Discord, and obviously in the Discord you've got all the threads on there to sort of get yourself up to date with what is going on. But simply put, this is a webcam tournament, so you need a webcam like up here, which is tilted down to face your board state when you're organising your match and your rounds with your opponents. You also need to know how to record your gameplay, so that's recording your Discord calls, so that's either via OBS, Riverside, or whatever other program you want to use. OBS is the one that I have taught a lot of people to use, though, and there is also a link in the Discord as to how you can do that. There is a video tutorial of me saying this is how you do your Discord recording, basically. So yeah, you just need to have a webcam pointing down at your screen, good enough quality for us to read and sort of determine what the cards are, and you need some sort of OBS or video capturing software to capture your Discord call so I can use it in the content for the actual League That Means Nothing. That is pretty much it. We're up to 86 players this time round. Obviously, there's still room for more. If we can crack 100, that would be pretty insane for a sort of community-led webcam league. Count Your Blessings is banned in this tournament, so you can't play Count Your Blessings at all. That's only because I just feel like it's boring to watch, and it's boring for me to edit those types of games. You can still use fatigue-esque strategies. I just don't like Count Your Blessings. I just don't like what it stands for at all. So you're not going to be playing that card in this league. No chance. So that's banned. The other things I just want to shout out as well. I want to thank you. I want to shout out all the sponsors that have made this league possible. Now, in the previous iterations of the League That Means Nothing, I wasn't really aiming for a amount of televised games per round. But this time, I've basically opened up 15 sponsor slots. And if we could fill them all, it means that we're going to get 15 televised games per round with, each sponsor sponsoring one of those slots, essentially. So it's going to be a boatload of content coming out on the League That Means Nothing for Season 4. And if you do want to help support me directly, I do have a Patreon as well. So if you do want to help support and keep the lights on, the mics hot, and all the editing software and everything. All this stuff costs time and money. If you do want to help support me a little bit further, there is a Patreon where you can sort of, donate to me every month. Or you can just donate directly using this link or this QR code on the screen, which will just help me facilitate and understand what my time is worth. But luckily, we have the sponsors this time round. So I just want to go through all the sponsors that have sponsored this league because they're making some great things happen. So I want to shout out FLUKE and Box. First of all, John Warden from FLUKE and Box buying 4 slots in this league, so televising 4 different slots in this league. And I'm also gonna take a moment to shout out all the benefits as well of these different sponsors that have sponsored the League That Means Nothing. So John Warden from FLUKE and Box, he's based out of Sydney, Australia. So it's the he's asked me to read this. FlukeandBox.com is a premier international source for all fab singles, rip and ship box breaks, super competitive pricing, all priced in your local currency. So yeah, when you go onto the website, it just prices your local currency straight away, which is really helpful. So check out FlukeandBox.com and use this code TLTMN for 15% off your next order. That's one use per customer only. So make the most of that when you can. 15% off just by using a TLTMN discount code. And then make sure you go and subscribe to FLUKE and Box on YouTube as well. So that's just FLUKE and Box on YouTube. Does some sick box breaks and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, thank you very much to FLUKE and Box for sponsoring 4 games of this particular season. That's very, very generous of you. Next on to Invasion Inc. So these reached out to me on Facebook, actually, when I was posting on there. So Invasion is a comics and collectibles shop based in Canada, specialising in current and older books, but they also stock Flesh and Blood, of course, Warhammer, D&D, Funko Pops, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and they also carry a load of things like retro games across Sega, Nintendo, and PlayStation. So they do a load of different things. That is a geeky haven right there. And they're offering some discount codes as well for league participants and viewers as well, of course. So 10% off Fab singles using TLTMN 10, and then 10% off Sealed Crucible of War. TLTMN CRU10. And obviously you can check them out at invasioncnc.ca. That's a cool little website. Invasion Command and Conquer, or invasioncnc.ca. Then we got a returning sponsor, My Metal Cards. These folks are based out of Sabah in Malaysia, and they produce tokens and markers made out of metal. So you might have seen these. I'm going to flash some images up now for you as well. All proceeds as well that they make are based and used for giveaways, events, creators, and artists. So all the money that they make essentially is put back into community-led events and everything else, content creators like this league, right? And they primarily produce cards for Flesh and Blood and Vanguard. And they're giving away a code as well. So that's the Let's Play TLTMN4 to get 5% off store-wide with any order of 3 cards or above, getting a TLTMN Syndra added for free. So obviously you get a specialized TLTMN4 Syndra card as well if you order 3 cards or above. You can check them out on Etsy as well. That's www.etsy.com/shop/mymetalcards. So thanks for coming back and sponsoring yet another season after your generous contributions in Season 3. Then we have another returning sponsor. That's Enter the Battlefield Gaming out of Canada as well. They specialise in Magic the Gathering, Pokemon, One Piece, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Flesh and Blood, Warhammer, D&D, and lots more as well, of course. And they're offering another discount as well. That's 5% off Fab singles with this code ETB League 5. That's ETB League 5. Make sure you go and check them out when you can. There's so many discount codes going around. Make sure you go and use them all because you're getting loads of money off here. And obviously their website is enterthebattlefield.ca. So make sure you go and check them out. A new sponsor to this league, Terry from Thai Cards.
Tired of losing track of your resources floating? Frustrated because you forgot to take up your tunic again? Feeling like your stream games are inadequate because your viewers don't know how much damage the attacks are dealing? Well, look no further. Introducing Fab Dice. With these beautiful Fab Dice, you'll always be the ultra hip person that keeps track of their resources, picked up their tunic, and maintain their board state to the absolute T. Your stream viewers will be rejoicing because they can now keep track of the game thanks to the large and legible Fab Dice, and your channel will be the go-to channel when it comes to streaming Fab games. But wait, there's more! Our Fab Dice is not limited to resources, attack, and tunic counters. We also have Rune Chance, Steam Counter, Heavy Hitters Damage, Spectral Shield, Chi, and our new Arcane Damage Dice. Order your Fab Dice now at ThaiCards.shop. That's ThaiCards.shop. Say it with me, ThaiCards.shop. One more time for the memories, ThaiCards.shop. Purchasing these Fab Dice will not guarantee you to win every Fab game. It doesn't even guarantee you to win any Fab game. You might lose horribly because your opponent is Brody because he's everywhere, but at least you look majestic with these Fab Dice.
So these guys have some sick dice. And especially for these webcam online streamed sort of games, they are very, very useful to have, especially because sometimes you can't actually see your opponent's cards very well because obviously some webcams might be grainy or whatever. The quality might not be as good as in real life, of course. So having these dice on screen for your opponent just helps them out a lot. So make sure you go and check thaicards.shop out because they've got some sick dice. We've got another returning sponsor, Green Tree Sports Cards, based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They sell collectible sports cards and memorabilia, as well as trading card games, and they host weekly tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Flesh and Blood, Pokemon, and a lot more. And they're also planning a Fab 10K weekend as well, so I'm going to flash up the details on that now. So that's exciting. So make sure you go and check that out if you're local to that area, because that could be a nice little earner for you. Make sure you check them out at Greentree, sc.tcgplayer.pro.com or pro.com. So that's cool. Thank Greentree for sponsoring yet again another league here. And another returning sponsor, Void Games, a local game shop based out of Crewe in Cheshire. This is the one that I streamed the ProQuest for. So shout out to Tom and the shop there. So awesome little shop, little community he's got going on there. And obviously, of course, they're focused on trading card games and organised play, doing a lot of different things like Star Wars and, Flesh and Blood, clearly, and lots of other things, Magic the Gathering, Commander Leagues, and all that sort of stuff. And you can check them out on Facebook. Just search Void Games Crew in Cheshire. Give them a like, give them all that good stuff. I think Tom has also now opened a Patreon as well. So if you're inclined to support Tom and his local game store venture, then check out the Patreon as well. I think he's just opened it or is just about to. So make sure you stay in tune with that. New sponsor to the league, the Sigilate Games. This is my friend Tobias. He's actually opened up a little game shop now, which is pretty cool to see. Still in the very, very early stages of establishing that foothold in Teignmouth, Devon. They're specialising in Flesh and Blood, of course, TCG, Warlord competitive card game or collectible card game, Warlord CCG, and War Machine as well. War Machine I'm very, very familiar with, as you probably know. Go make sure you go and check them out. They're on Facebook. They've got a web store as well, sigilategames.co.uk, so you can go check them out. But they're also on Facebook as well, so make sure you go give them a like. It's going to be good to see how they grow over time. The next sponsor is actually Fab Counter. There we go. Another blurb that I'm going to read out from the Fab Counter team. Do you feel like you're using too much paper? Tired of scribbling life totals every round? Get a life. Counter. Fab Counter. Fab Counter is a life tracker built specifically for Flesh and Blood. It makes tracking life, play any format, and choosing heroes fast and simple. With regular updates for Living Legend changes and new hero releases, you're always ready for your next game. So Fab Counter, what I've actually asked the players to do this season is try and use Fab Counter to track life on the table. I'm just trying to find it on my phone now, actually. I can't find it anywhere. Where has it gone? They're sick. The app is really, really slick. You can sort of choose your hero, choose your life, choose your format, and it's just really, really cool. Make sure you go check it out if you're looking for like a digital aid for tracking your life. Then we've got TCG Ted, actually, a fellow content creator who has decided to sponsor this league. So here's a little message from TCG Ted now.
Hey everybody, it's TCG Ted, and I'm super thrilled to be sponsoring the league that means nothing this season on Going and Gaming. Check me out on YouTube, and I hope you enjoy the games.
So thank you very much for TCG Ted for sponsoring this season. And he's a great guy. I've met him, properly met him in London, Pro Tour London, and definitely going to be hanging out with him in Vegas as well. So that should be good. And the final sponsor is from The Lazy Dog. So you might know The Lazy Dog on Twitter, Frank Hung. So it's at The Lazy Dog if you want to go follow the shenanigans. So this is sponsored on behalf of Food Not Bombs from The Lazy Dog, an aid group that aims to feed people in need. And the quote is, "In the difficult times that we live in, the best thing we can do is continue to support one another." And I agree with that message, 100%. It's tough times out there, so make sure you support each other. That's pretty much it. We're not in competition with each other. We should be bringing each other up. And that's exactly what the League That Means Nothing is all about community and just allowing people to have a fun time when they might not necessarily have the safe space to do that. So cheers, Frank. Thanks for the message. And thanks for sponsoring a game of the League That Means Nothing. But apart from that, that is pretty much all the sponsors that we've got on the League That Means Nothing. And I'm really, really happy that this league resonates with so many different types of people and causes and messages and stuff, because it really allows me to quantify what all this editing time is worth. And I know this league means absolutely nothing, but it means something to people that just want to play cards, from the comfort of their own home, without having to travel and stuff. And I'm a sucker for this because I don't really have a game store in my area, and I don't drive, so getting to a game store is hard. So being able to play through webcam using your physical cards rather than an online client, I think is a big thing, and it helps you practice for the Flesh and Blood things. Right, you need to be able to remember muscle memory to tick up your tunic counter, not have a client do it for you. It's always good to get the paper reps in. As much as I love tools like that nothing beats playing cards in the Flesh and Blood with actual cards. And if I can help facilitate that, and people find the value in it, and sponsors find the value in it, then that's a good thing, I think. Also, I thought I'd shout out all the casters as well that we've got on for this season. So over the last season specifically was a lot of Ian Holland. You're still going to see a lot of Ian, but you're going to see a lot of other people as well. As this sort of vision expands, we're going to be getting more and more voices and more people coming on to cast all these games. Not only for variety and diversity, but also just for reduced workload, because Ian was doing a lot of casting. So it makes sense to bring more people on and spotlight other creators and other people that want to get involved with this sort of thing. I think it's the natural step forward, is to get more people involved. So, of course, we've got Ian coming back. He's going to be doing 3 games each round. We've got me in there, that's going to be doing about 2 games each round. We've got Carlos and Carlotta from Fabritorium, going to be doing about 2 games per round. A lovely Spanish team. We've got Kiki from Pitch Perfect. They're going to be doing 2 games per round, and probably with Elaine as well. I've seen some talk on Blue Sky that Elaine might want to get involved as well. So Kiki's going to be doing that, so that's going to be good. We've got Boosting Spendog. Luckily, managed to get some time away from his very, very busy schedule. I had to send him all the games in advance before they've even been played in order to get him on to do some casting. So that'll be fun. Thanks for Boosting for coming in here and saving my ass, even though I had to send you the games in advance that haven't even been played yet. Anyway, we got Bryce from AGE Games as well, so looking forward to have Bryce on. And Bryce reached out to me and said, "Hey, do you need any more voices for the league?" And I was like, "Absolutely, mate. Let's go." And he's going to be doing about 2 games per round as well. And then we've got Callum and Kyle from the Cup of TCG guys out of the UK. So they've got a YouTube channel, so make sure you go and check them out when you can. And they're going to be doing about 2 games per round as well. Now, that could change here and there, but that is the main casting group that we've got. And it's going to be fun. There's going to be a lot of voices on this time, and not just me and Ian. It's going to be a lot of people going forward. And I think that's just the best step, really, just to showcase some other people for once, rather than just me and just Ian. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We got a load of different nationalities as well in the league. We've got absolutely loads of people playing from all over the place. I mean, at the moment, we've got US, UK, Canada, Ireland, Brazil, New Zealand, Spain, Australia, Netherlands, Poland, Austria, Wales, Pakistan, and lots more, which I haven't accounted for yet. This is an old spreadsheet that I'm looking at here. But just people coming around from all over the world to play in these webcam games is just what I always wanted the league to be. So yeah, and obviously this league, the League That Means Nothing, has been to a certain degree endorsed and sponsored to a certain degree by LSS. First of all, cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Let me get out of the shot.
You need to be in the shot. Are you kidding?
Thank you for.
It's got my name on it.
Yeah, right.
It does say right there. It does say as.
I appreciate everything that you do. It was such a cool rig.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this.
God.
Look at this.
Wow.
That is gorgeous.
That is insane.
Official.
That is
official.
But you gotta do the official.
Because James White gave me those exclusive playmats, which is still a gesture that I find mind-boggling to this day. But I am going to be making some of those playmats available. So if you're in the Discord, the League That Means Nothing Discord, just shoot me a message and we can figure out what that might look like. I'm not making too many of them available because I'm going to be using them for giveaways and stuff. And there is going to be a mat or 2 given away during this season as well, which is yet to be announced. So obviously get involved with the League That Means Nothing, of course. The link is in the description box below. Of course, you do have to play your games over webcam. You have to record those games as well via like OBS or some other sort of screen recording software. And that is pretty much it. We're looking at around about 7 Swiss rounds with this amount of players, with a cut to a top 8, and Count Your Blessings is banned as well. So you're not going to see just that boring gameplay loop. But apart from that, I think that's pretty much it for now. We've also got a killer soundtrack from Distant Reality, featuring their new song Insert Coin, or their most recent song Insert Coin. So again, Distant Reality coming back, allowing me to use their songs. So they're like a synthwave metal band out of Greece. Yeah, they've allowed me to use their music since the old days on Go Again Gaming, when I was doing the Ultimate Pit Fight videos, which were massive projects back then. Wow. But yeah, Distant Reality coming back to lend their music to this league to make it even more iconic than ever before. But that's pretty much it for today. Thanks everybody who's tuned in for this primer. Make sure you go and check out all the sponsors, because a lot of them are offering those discount codes and stuff. If you want to help support me directly, you can donate, or you can do the Patreon thing, whatever you prefer. If you do want to see this league carry on and you do want to help support me, that's the best way to do it. And yeah, can't wait to get started. The league is going to be starting on the 19th of May. That's when the first round is going to be drawn. So I imagine the content to start rolling out probably towards the latter end of May or the start of June. Yeah, it's going to be a load of it this time round. So make sure you stay tuned to Go Again Gaming, the league that means nothing, only on Go Again Gaming. Yeah, you'll also see me in Las Vegas. I'm going to be at the US Nats in Las Vegas because I want to go to Sin City. You know, I can't wait for that. That's going to be good fun. In fact, shout out to Logan from Flesh and Pod for pulling my leg into going to Las Vegas and sorting out the accommodation as well. He did me a big solid there. So shout out to Flesh and Pod, one of my favourite Flesh and Blood podcasts. Make sure you go and like and subscribe to their channel as well. Probably one of the most, if not the most, authentic podcasts out there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll see you soon. Goodbye.